Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. In the old days, the Mid-Autumn Festival used to be about lanterns, about mooncakes. And that's probably the perception of, a child or a teenager at that time. So that as one transitions through adulthood, I think you notice that the symbolism of Mid-Autumn Festival is about gift giving. I remembered my aunt always made her mooncakes and brought them to my grandmother. And that was the symbol and the representation of her respect and love for my grandmother. The actual process of making the mooncake, in my mind, represents optimism about the following year, because you are preparing that sugar used in 1 year's time. I mean, a lot can happen in 1 year. And despite COVID, I think that, life goes on. I've been a collector of all these old molds for a long time. I always want to use them, but I didn't know where to start in how to get a recipe for making these things. So I then deferred to an old friend's mother, Auntie Baby, who gave us the recipes and showed us how to make them. And we've been doing this for a few years, not commercially, but to just give out to our guests at the hotel on Mid-Autumn Festival. When I was young, these were referred to as Gong Zai Bang in Cantonese, or Ang Kong A Pia, which is like the doll. So they're supposed to be like little doll cakes. And they're made from these beautiful old molds. So basically it's just flour, caramel, and some vegetable or peanut oil. So very simple, but you have to get the balance right so that when you knock them out, it's not going to fall apart. Now, I made the ones that I have the molds for. So the symbolism of the fish, it's basically a Buddhist symbol that represents movement in water, and to my mind that it symbolizes the freedom that we have in our lives to be who we want to be and who we would like to be. The big biscuit here is made from this, and it's a symbol of the Fu dog or the Fu lion, and it's very heavy and it's not easy to make because when you push it out it might fall apart. So it actually is a mother and cub. The male and the female lion or Fu dog represents protection of the household, whereas the male Fu lion represents protection for the exterior. Today we're going to go and return these gifts to Auntie Baby, who taught us how to make them. And it's one full circle because this year is probably the first year that she's too frail to make the mooncakes. As the next generation to carry the torch, we should see if she approves of the standard that we've done. So that's a fearful thought in its own to get her approval. Yes, it's giải hụi.
Bây giờ nó xuống một chỗ lỗ bài rồi mới cho nó cũng nó mới chơi bài rồi mới chơi trong cổ lớn chơi luôn.
Cái gì vậy? Cái đó cái gì ấy giờ lại luôn. In my chapel, if you try one, my lão mà chạy. I hope that you have a wonderful Mid-Autumn Festival and that we celebrate that with a feeling of gratitude for what we've achieved in spite of the pandemic and in spite of all the challenges and obstacles that we face each day.